Hello everyone and welcome back to Victoria 3. Welcome back to our USA playthrough. As we are in 1888, we're getting closer to the end of the 19th century. Still going to take a while. And we have several things that we're working on right now. First of all, our compulsory primary school. Success chance at 35%. So it should come along at some point. Unfortunately, there's no guaranteed advance. But we are already too far into that, so I'm not going to abandon it any longer, even though we lose some support of my population due to radicalization, because we are neglecting some other laws that we should be doing as well. Another thing is then the women's suffrage after that. We are also having still the next expedition working, and I'm also preparing my industry for some upcoming new production and working methods due to my research, because we are in the process of soon unlocking analytical philosophy. This will unlock me a new work mode for the universities that is greatly increasing my paper production. So we should build some more paper mills. We already are at 1,000 plus for paper, leading to a medium price of it. And I would like to lower that further. The price is definitely going up again. I think because of that, my paper mills will not be really productive or profitable right now. They're not, right? Because of course, partly also the price for paper is rather low, while the input is rather expensive. Let's check this one out. Yeah, it's actually looking pretty good on the prices there. We might have some more sulfur, and wood is also really expensive right now. Could we do something else? We could apply the rotary valve. This would lead to lower employment and thus also lower wages. So in that case, once this is enacted, we should see some increase in balance here then as well. However, since we're having a surplus of paper right now, a pretty big one, paper mills are not really productive. I still continue with building them because I know the price for paper will go up again once I enact that new work mode. Prestige-wise, we are rank 2 now in the world, with superseding Great Britain and Austria finally. The thing is, France is really far away. I think they steamrolled through Africa because of that, and also having a lot of colonies. It will be very hard for us to actually catch up to them. With 5,000 prestige, this seems to be really hard. We could achieve this by further increasing my GDP and also my literacy, which we're doing already. That might be something. And by the way, I would also slowly like to prepare Alaska, that we at some point should get. We are having 192 soldiers and Russia has 194. However, their power projection is at 1,200, while ours is at 1,900. So we have the better tech and the better methods available to replenish our soldiers, right? So we should already have the upper hand. However, if I go in and would like to conquer Alaska now, we will face others as well. The Duchy of Finland, Khiva, Kalat, the Sikh Empire, and this is pretty massive as 118 battalions. Not going to be so easy. My infamy is still really low now, right? Yes, it's at 8 again. So we could either conquer something else in South America, or we're going with preparation for Alaska. And we could do this by just building us a few more conscripts, a few more barracks, and let's just check it out as well. Oh yes, the Dixie headquarters is fully developed. I think we lost a general there, did we? Because we do have 67 battalions available. So whoever it is needs to be very good, because he's going to have a lot of soldiers behind him. We got Elia Stevenson, bigoted, but that is giving us a 5% offensive boost. He's not very popular though. Surveyor, home defense boost, and also good visibility, and offense in flat terrain. Right, the other one is persistent, so he's giving 50% moral of damage protection, and also some supplies, but he's a pillager. He's adding 25% devastation, 25% devastation to any stuff that he is touching. Alaska, it's flat and it's mountainous, right? So I think we could go ahead with Elia Stevenson. We could also, of course, go with another one, right? We don't need to go with just one. We could also fix it between two. There's another offensive planner. I like that. So we probably also go with Adna here. So let's have 2 generals working on that, not just one. I think just having one would strain it a bit. Let's promote both of them. So both of them will have even more soldiers than under their command. There you go. And this should push us then quite nicely as well. And then we have also, of course, our navy. I only have the New England headquarters there right now. Let's go ahead and build us some more naval bases. So I think over here we should build more than, right? Yes, California has lots of infrastructure. So let's bump it up by 15. And then the barracks for my next headquarters. We're already pretty full now on the barracks. Only up here I can still go ahead with a few more. So let's go ahead with Montana. Finish this one. North Dakota, South Dakota. Just make sure that we have the infrastructure there. And Iowa and Illinois, Wisconsin and Michigan. We have infrastructure everywhere actually. So let's just build them and get us the army full. Next step for our compulsory primary school. This is really hard to achieve that law. Holy cow. Inclined members of the industrialists currently opposed to the passing of the primary school have offered to change their stance where they to be offered certain political concessions. Such concessions would not be popular with the trade unions. The trade unions are not very... I mean, we would lose the bonus with the trade unions for now. But we would get another 15%. So we are at 50% now. So the next checkpoint will be 50-50 already. We are pushing this one through. Holy cow, this is though really hurting us at this point, right? Radicalization-wise, but also because we cannot enact any other laws and we're losing bonuses with political interests now. But I really want to push this. Probably would have been a better time later, but let's go with the compulsory school now. Tech-wise, analytical philosophy, finally we have it. It's such a huge boost. Let's have a look at that right away. So this is for our universities that we want to push with that. There it is. And look at that. We would need 400 more paper. We have that easily. It's actually less than I thought. Much less than I thought. And it would give me 300 innovation. And it would also give me 1,600% qualification. This is a huge boost to my population that want to change their profession, their qualifications to level up more or less, right? This is really huge. So that is a massive boost for my economy, for my population in general, for my literacy. So that's now in effect. Going to take a while, of course, before it's really fully working, but that was just really nice. Next hack we should go with. Some very good stuff here for defense in depth. It gives me a 30% army defense bonus and only takes 15 months to research, so I'm definitely going ahead with that. We should probably unlock a few more of these passive bonuses because they seem to be pretty massive, and especially in the upcoming wars will help us out a lot. So let's go ahead with this. It doesn't take that long. That is going to be fine. New Jersey, high society have been seen organizing luxurious parties. Let them celebrate. That's fine. Another thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to change the work mode of my paper mills because they're all not productive. We could do this by going down again, right? We do lose the consumption of dye and we would also lose 2,000 paper, but we have a huge paper surplus. Paper would get more expensive, but that also leads to these paper mills being more profitable. And as we can see, profitability is now going up again for them. However, of course, the price for paper is going up. So I'm going to just choose some of them, like the New York ones, that are still going to work on the paper bleaching, right? So that we still at least get this the demand there to medium prices, and that's it now. Medium price, and that's totally fine for me. 5% prestige. The film has been unlocked. By taking many photographs in quick succession, it is possible to capture movement in real time. This can then be processed and played back. A very nice boost to our prestige level with the film. And Voina, the prominent member of the Socialist Party, has been accused of gross corruption. He strenuously denied all allegations. The Socialist Party. So we have, once again, election, most likely. Yes, in 2 days. In 2 days there is election. The Socialist Party. It's those guys here, the trade unions especially. I would like to stay with the Whig Party, though. What are the chances anyway? Yeah, the Socialist Party. They're at 3%. I mean, come on. Do I lose something if I go with anyway? Nah, there's nothing I can do anyway. And no penalty as well. So there it is. Whig Party won once more. We should stick at 100%. And we got a female president. Cynthia Goodwin. Interesting. Of the intelligentsia. She's loved. 1886 and the United States of America has a female president. Amazing. How things change. We definitely should push the law now under her presidency. So come on. Compulsory primary school. We actually also lost some 5% there because of the election, most likely. Though it is still the same powers, right? Industrialists and intelligentsia. By the way, institutions. Yeah, let's go with the colonial growth. I mean, we have so much bureaucracy. And also the welfare program. Let's get this one up there. Increasing my welfare payments. And I would really like to get with education there to the highest level. I think this is a tack that we should go for. Let's go for this after we finish the current one. It has been suggested that we take and distribute some pictures of our country's most famous landmarks. Oh yeah, some 5% prestige. And we should distribute that to the world outside. So we are seeing some massive prestige boosts here now, right? Yeah, getting closer to 4,000 at least. And once again, as the expedition is coming to an end, it is in grave danger. So nothing happened, right? I'm not skipping anything here. And yeah, probably going to fail once more. I'm still going to try because there's a low chance at some point that it just works. Panama Canal is getting no people. This is a bit aggravating at this point. We don't have the authority really to boost anything. We're using some machinists and engineers. I think those I would also need. The machinists at least. Let's subsidize the Panama Canal though. Because this would raise the wages. Ah, with that it's working. Look at that. Raising the wages actually works. We're subsidizing it. I mean, it's really cheap to subsidize it, right? And with that, the wages can stay high. And with that, we also get lots of prestige now out of it. And we have compulsory school. Holy cow. Finally. That was hurtful. We're at 7 million radicals. Compulsory primary school. Please. Too many messages at once. The trade unions really love that for some reasons. It's okay. Industrialists didn't like it so much. Triumph of the intelligentsia. With the socialist idea sweeping across the USA, Edmund Riggin of the intelligentsia has been appointed to a leading position in the government. Guarantee oh, this is a new law. This would give me for the welfare. Protect labor rights. And pass the laws of the trade union laws. Protecting trade unions. This is complex. The first one is the regulatory bodies. However, there's a very high chance of radicalization in this one, so I'm not going with that for now. The wage subsidies, it's also a law that we don't have at the moment. So we are at the poor laws. Wage subsidies is also really opposed by a lot. Even though, of course, at some point I would like to go for this. And pass laws protecting the trade unions. This will just lead to intelligentsia gets the new communist government. And that's it. Alright, this is actually also not very good. This is too radical. I mean, we could go for guaranteed wages. Oh, we get it immediately. Alright. That is fine then. We do get it immediately. I thought it would just start the enactment process. So we have a new law right away. The wage subsidies, which is totally fine. Gives me a new institution level for my welfare payments. And also enables the social security institution that we have now. That's it. Right? This was actually pretty good. Because I'm fine with that. This is just making people happier. And there we have it. We can go all the way up to level 5 now with that. And I'm doing this, of course. And also, education gets its last level. 50% education access. Holy cow. There's 3 big boosts now. This will drop my bureaucracy to 0. Probably. Most probably. Also, Panama Canal, finally. This was done by subsidizing it. And we have this mission here completed. It has been active for quite some time. There's no final message though, unfortunately. Alright, there was 2 laws in quick succession. And now we can go for, I would really, really love, either we go for, oh, this is possible now. The protected speech. On the other hand, we also have now the women's suffrage. Holy cow. Basically everyone would oppose this except, yeah, well, Harold Ricks, the industrialist. The chance would still be there, right? It would still be very, very possible. Quite possible. We could also go with the universal suffrage. So every adult male is given an equal right. We do get some more legitimacy, but we would lose the authority bonus. But yeah, let's go ahead with this. And who would oppose it? This will radicalize the industrialists. Alright, off it goes again. I cannot do this right now. What is actually wanted? Because the other things are, I think, gone now. There we have it, interventionism we should go with. Alright. With that, we would lose half of our investment pool contribution. So this is not that great. It's actually a movement backwards. Interventionism. Funds in the investment pool can be used, yep, but only can be used for agriculture buildings. Here it could be used for manufacturing industries. So this is way more expensive for us, interventionism. It is causing a lot of radicalization though. But with whom actually? Because I don't see any parties here that would... Ah, the industrialists. Alright. I think the intelligentsia actually want that. No idea, because I can't see that here right now. From supporting radicals, but who is supporting it? Doesn't say that to me. Here we can see the parties at least, right? So this is the outlawed dissident that we have. Oh, we are going all the way back again. Why do we have so conservative movements there right now? I'm not doing this either, so we are just going to live with the radicalization for now. I don't want to lose half my investment pool. That would be crazy for construction. Speaking about construction, we should move on. Yeah, expedition failed once more. I think this is the definition of insanity. Trying the same thing again, expecting different results every time. I'm not going to see different results. And there we have a surveyor. So this gives me charted terrain chance, increase in good visibility. None of them is an explorer this time. This will hurt us. He's brave, popular, persistent, and a diplomat. Let's go with George. There you go. Off you go, George. Let's go ahead with some more conquering. So Argentina right now is pretty weak, and we would then have the whole Southern America here under our control. Do they have any... They have an alliance with Uruguay, but I think they're also not very strong. They have 1 battalion. And infamy is also at 0 for us now, so we can do this, make a dominion out of that, of Argentina, and we'll face, yeah, a couple of soldiers really, and that's it. They will probably not even, intervene or something like that, right? So I guess we're just going to have some of my generals here with some good amount of battalions available that I'm going to just mobilize now, so they can see that I'm mobilizing some. This is raising then the pressure, right? As this one goes up now. Subjugate Argentina. Can we add something else? No, that's it. Ah, we could also do the same thing with Uruguay, which is here. But that is just so weak. Nah, I'm not doing that. Right, so we are just going up with the battalions now. So we got 80, 90. They've got 3. So this is definitely putting pressure on them. They will certainly just give in. Right. I could sway Chile. Right, of course, they're my dominion. And I could also sway... I could sway France to my goal. That's interesting. But I'm not doing that, as I don't need to. Paraguay is helping out. Uruguay is helping out. These are really, really small nations. There's no chance for them to win. Except if France joins them, then that would be a problem for us. But I don't think so. Alright, speaking about joining, we do need to join more industry into our market. Electricity is now really good, right? It could be higher still, and glass we still need to push further, because glass is going to be needed then for my urban centers. So let's just check it out, where we still have some workforce left that we can use. So New York would have a lot of additional capacity. It also has 142 infrastructure, so this will help us out. And more glass can be needed. Also North Dakota and South Dakota also get some glass works. And by the way, this will just lead to more lead. But lead is so cheap and so abundant. Do we actually have anything for lead? I could use dynamite to boost it. Don't have a lot of dynamite though. Nope. Let's just build more lead mines then. We could do this in Ohio, Missouri, Kansas. Kansas, yep. But we will also need to build a railway in Kansas. And Illinois. Not enough qualifications though. Missouri and Ohio. I have also 2 there. And in Kansas I will need to bump up my railway. Let's build 2 there. Also in Indiana. And in Pennsylvania. Very important that we boost that a bit. And Argentina backs down. That's it. We have a new partner. And do we get something out of that? Yeah, 10,000 in diplomatic place we also get in addition from that. And Argentina is now in the American market, so it does join our market there and does also our prices. Also, it is now within our domain more or less, and we can control it. So the United States is increasing its influence, and we're only at 10 infamy though, right? So it's not even that high. Probably could start the next one right away if we want that, if we are that greedy. And with all that glass coming in, let's just bump it up for some of my urban centers. Like for example here that we have, steel that will give me 1,000 service in addition, and will also then increase the taxation of that. So New York has it, and New York could also probably live with some electric streetlights now. It gives me another 1,000, and look at that, we do have 2,000 electricity available, so this is easily done, changing that over. Public trams, do we have the transportation? No, we don't really, not doing this yet. For my highest urban center, that is New York, with a level 53, and probably then also for some smaller ones here like Ohio, we can definitely bump it up there. And this is increasing then also their balance, because we do get some nice service output just out of that. Yeah, we have a very good balance there on all of them actually at the moment. No problem. Also, some of my institutions reach the next levels here. So level 5 colonial growth we have now, growing our colonies a bit faster. I would also like to go with the public health system there to the last level. That would be good. And the education is also being done in 11 weeks. We still have 1,800 bureaucracy, so it should be fine, right? It should actually be fine when it reaches the max level, so that we get the maximum out of that. 9 million radicals, interventionism, right? So intelligentsia, trade unions, and rural folk want that. They're radicalizing because of that right now. However, they do like us. So trade unions likes us a lot, right? The rural folk as well. It's very unlikely they would go to a civil war with us. The intelligentsia, perhaps we can make them happier in another way, so that they would not radicalize so much. That would be great overall. But yeah, this is just something that still goes on, so we need to wait on that. And outlawed dissident, I'm also not doing this at the moment, because it's not something that I really want to enact for my country. Other than that, we can work on a few more missions and continue developing our industry. Stay tuned.